And I'm back with more Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney. We're in the middle of case 1-4, still in the first day of trial with Lotta Hart. So let's get going. Got you. I've got you, finally. Huh? What? You got what? Look at this photo. The photo? Very safe. There's something I want you to see. It's clearly quite visible. The fog. So? Picture was taken with high-quality film, correct? Yet even it couldn't capture the faces of the men on the boat. Yet you claim you saw him. How? What? Well, Mr. Wright has a point. That's why I told her not to say that in her testimony. Yet now she said it. How could you possibly see him? Explain yourself. Miss Hart, could you see the defendant that night? Of course I could. I said I could and I meant I could. Then testify as to the circumstances of your sighting. I finally found a hole. Yeah, right. It was a cold night and the fog was thick as grits. And once I finished setting up the camera, I got back in the car. Still, I bought my binoculars with me. When I heard the noise outside the lake, I looked in my binoculars. See, no problem. So you used binoculars, you say? Very well, you may begin your cross-examination. This one's better be good. Alright, it says press, third statement. Okay, press third statement and keep going. 1, 2... Huh? Yeah! Yesterday you mentioned you were out looking for shooting stars, correct? Well, yeah! Wouldn't you need a telescope? Ah! I've got doubts about your camera, too. Were you really there to take pictures of meteor showers? The camera is irrelevant. You can't say that for sure. Mr. Wright, is the camera really relevant? If you believe it is, you may continue with this line of questioning. But know this. If you find nothing, there will be consequences. Well, do you wish to press further? This is make or break. The camera is of utmost importance. It is the key to the entire case. Therefore, I will continue my line of questioning. Yeah, a little bit, but I mean, you're facing Manfred von Karma. You kind of have to go all out. You will testify to the court about the camera. Yeah. You were photographing shooting stars? That's a lie. Say what? Say what again? I'll kick your ass. I saw how you set it up. It was pointed directly at the lake. You have to point a camera upwards to take photos of the stars. Mr. Wright, what are you driving at? The witness was not there to photograph shooting stars. Well... Your Honor, take a look at this. Miss Hart, this is what you were trying to photograph. What's this, a newspaper article? Gordy? Oh, that sighting in Gourd Lake. Well, I never heard of no lake monster. You got proof or something? Let's see you prove that I was down at the lake trying to photograph this Gordy. I mean, make sure. Oh. Aha. I have it. The proof is in your own camera. Your camera was set to take pictures in responses to loud noises. Thus, this photograph was taken when the gun fired at the lake. And here, in this article, according to the article, Gordy made a loud noise when it emerged. Well, you were trying to photograph Gordy, weren't you? That's why you set your camera to respond to loud noises. I see. I thought it was a little strange. Well, you were camping there to try and take a photo of Gordy. Yeah, are you all lawyers all that smart? So yeah, you got me. So what? Huh? I don't change what I saw, does it? Exactly. What you just used was several precious minutes of our time to prove there's nothing more that the witness is an idiot who thinks monsters exist. Aye! But, as she so succinctly puts, so what? It changes nothing! You're hiding the whole thing about Gordy for some reason. What could it have been? I'm getting to the bottom of this. Why'd you hide the fact you were searching for it? Please revise your testimony. Alright, I'll change it. It won't change nothing, though. It's got to. And I'm gonna spot it. Huh? Ah, okay. Actually, I'm not a research student. I'm an investigative photographer. Imagine what a scoop it'd be if I got a picture of that monster. That's why I was camping out by the lake. But that's all I was hiding. When I heard that loud bang, I looked straight out at the lake. There ain't much else to look at, so I just watched the boat the whole time. Then I saw a flash near one of the men's hands, and I heard a gunshot. I was looking right at the boat the whole time, and crossed my heart and hoped to fry. You're not the one on trial, lady. What? The witness's testimony is unchanged from before. Whether she's a research student or a photographer has no bearing in this case. There is no need to waste our time on another pointless cross-examination. I claim the defense's right to cross-examine the witness, Your Honor. He's up to something. He doesn't want me to cross-examine her, but I wonder why. You may begin your cross-examination. That would be a first. Yeah, very funny. You understand that this is your last chance at a cross-examination, Mr. Wright. If there's no problem with the testimony this time, we will let her leave. And I will announce my verdict at that time. Do you understand? Yes. Okay, so... Alright, so... Fair. 7. Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Miss Hart, were you really looking at the boat? What's with you? Of course I was looking at it. There's only one thing out there. I agree, any normal person would. But you're far from normal. Ouch! You want to step over here and say that? You're camping at the lake to take a picture of Gordy. Think about it. What would you do if you'd heard a loud noise? You'd be scanning the lake for any sight of Gordy. You wouldn't give the boat a second thought. You testified that you're watching the boat through binoculars. However, you wouldn't need them to watch the boat. You needed them to search for Gordy, and that's what you were doing. Well, I did sort of take my binoculars to scan a bit. Might be there. Are you saying you were not watching the boat? I wasn't fibbing. I was just thought it could be a... Ouch. Kinda got excited. I'm sure I was watching the boat till now. This is totally uncalled for. You got the photograph, you got proof. Still, we can't see you shooting in this. Right, that's why I took this photo and... Witness, that's enough. You've had a long day, shut your pie hole. Wow, using that language? I was expecting him to be a... Even for him, I was expecting to be a little more classy. Shut my what? She took the photo and what? She even had a photograph to prove it. But you really can't tell from the photo who's shooting. That's why she said she's going to enlarge it. She'll drop the quality a bit, but we'll see who's who. She enlarged the photo? Why won't Von Karma let us show it? This is my chance. Miss Hart, look at that photograph. You enlarged this, didn't you? Oh yeah, I did. Why has that enlargement not been presented to the court? Because it doesn't exist. Of course it does. You're the one who told me not to show it. You old fool. What's the meaning of this, Mr. Von Karma? Oof. Show the photo to the court. The prosecution objects to the submission of this evidence. Objection denied. The witness will show the enlargement to the court. Here we go. We still cannot see who's firing from this. It could be the defendant, or maybe not. Regardless, I'll accept this as evidence. Happy now? You asked for the enlargement, and you got it. And little good it has done any of us. That's why I requested she not show it. I suppose this means the cross-examination is over, obviously. Then I would like to close the cross-examination. And none too soon. That was a flagrant waste of my time. Do you have anything to add? I stated everything I needed to when this trial began. Decisive evidence? A decisive witness? What else could possibly be required? Nothing, of course. Then I believe it is time to declare my verdict. There's gotta be a clue. What should I do? I'm gonna say object to the enlargement. Shooter's hand. Ah. Wait! There is something decidedly strange about this. What would that be? Mr. Wright, you will show this court exactly what you mean. Here, the shooter. Look at the hand holding the pistol. The hand directly contradicts another piece of evidence. This man's left hand does what? Let me show you. Aha! The evidence is clear. The man in this photograph is holding the pistol with his left hand. However, the prints on the murder weapon were from Edgeworth's right. Ergo, the man shooting the pistol in this photograph is not Mr. Edgeworth. Now that everyone is quieted down, I would like to reconvene this court of law. Mr. Wright, you've given us definitive proof today. We now know that it was not Mr. Edgeworth who fired the pistol. However, this leaves us with a rather large problem. If Edgeworth didn't do it, then who shot our victim? Precisely. As we have seen, there were no other people on the lake that night. Who but the defendant could have shot the victim? There's only one explanation. The man who shot the victim was none other than the victim himself. So you were saying that the victim committed suicide? Yes. I can think of no other explanation. That does seem like the only remaining option. I'm so very sorry, Mr. Wright. But suicide is out of the question. What? An examination of the victim's wounds revealed the distance at which he was shot. The distance? The victim was clearly shot from further than a meter away. That's 3 feet. There is no way it could have been suicide. Mr. Von Karma, are you sure about the accuracy of your data? Of course. I'd already considered the possibility of suicide. I see. Very well. Allow me to state my opinion. Considering the situation, the shooter had to be the defendant. However, the prints on the gun reveal the shooter was not. This is a conundrum. Therefore, I would like to suspend proceedings for today. The court orders the defense and prosecution to further investigate the matter. Is that understood? Yes, Your Honor. That is all. Court is adjourned. Ah, that was close. Hey! Don't you have anything to say? I've yet to be declared innocent, you know. Well, yeah, but what happened out there at the lake, anyway? If he didn't commit suicide, then what happened? The shooter was about a meter away. What? Don't give me that look. I did not kill him. I was just kidding. Look. I'm going to check on Maya. Or I'm going to check on Maya. Oh. Right. What? Tell her something for me. Tell her to watch what she says. That's all. Would it kill you to just state how you feel with a thank you? I requisitioned a transcript of her entire testimony. Thought it might give me some ammunition for the trial tomorrow. Of course, she didn't see the shooter, so the only part of her testimony that stood out was the bang she heard. Alright. Alright, let's save it. And I'll call it a day. Thanks for watching.